Want? Man, I've trained 99% of my life alone. No one pat me on the back. I did all of the work alone. I can't read or write. I know exactly what to do. It just sucks doing it. It sucks to do it. It sucks to wake up every morning of your life and say, at the end of the day, I ask myself one question: can I take one more step? And usually the answer is yes. So if you can answer that question and not take another step, that is real failure. Do it again, do it again, do it again. It's not just there. It's not just there permanently. First of all, I didn't have much talent. So I had to train one fucking thing. You better train your fucking mind. You have to look at suffering as almost like I look at failure. To succeed, you must fail. Be your best person, you have to find your best self. And to do that, you can't stay in a comfortable world. You have to be very, not always uncomfortable, but you gotta find a spot that's not so comfortable. What? Man.
الاستقالة شوفوا كل عمل تعمله في حياتك، وظيفة، دراسة، عمل، شغف في أي شيء معين، لازم إنها تجيك ضيقة وتمر عليك أيام عسيرة وتمر عليك، لكن تذكر إن في غيرك يتمنى الوظيفة اللي أنت فيها. الوظيفة اللي أنت فيها غيرك يتمناها. الوظيفة اللي أشغلك ربي فيها، أشغلك عن المفاتن وأشغلك
بالجميع. اليوم عندي تصوير. تيك توك مو مكان للهواية.
زملائه.
واني والله اليوم شافتني وحدة في الممشى وقالت يا عبد الله حرام عليك. قلت ليه حرام؟ قالت يا أخي كيف مخلي نفسك بدون مرة والكاميرا ظالمتك. كاميرا ظالمتني. قلت ليه؟ قالت اقسم بالله انك بسم الله ما شاء الله جميل جدا وحرام خلي نفسك بدون مرة. اصمر. والله ما اصمر. اشكرت انك فهمتيني، اشكرت انك عرفتي كيف تسولفين مع داخلي. لا ماني صامت. والله يا بنت الحلال سواه بعمي فرحان ومرته سواه يا واني والله.
Being alone
Today, I'm going.
being alone on the toilet is proof that you will always be alone when shit goes down.
Today, I'm going to show you an absolutely outrageous technique. Some people use it to access streaming websites blocked by their internet provider. Obviously, I'm only explaining how it works to keep you safe. The last thing I'd want is for Netflix to lose money because of you.
أكيد قد فكرت تدخل سوق.
In the workplace, things I could not stand, and I'm glad I escaped part 3. Toxic 6-month probation periods. Could not stand them. I saw this all the time in my last job. During peak periods, the busiest times, we would take on, well they would, 20, 30, 40 temporary staff. And at the beginning, when they started this temporary contract, they would tell them at the end of this period, there were going to be 2 to 3, 4 maximum full-time jobs. Now all of these people had revealed they're clearly desperate for the job. Okay, and this is why I say in job interviews, do not reveal about your financial situation. Do not reveal what you were previously paid. Keep it stum. Don't tell your employer things about your home life and your financial situation because it will be used against you. It is manipulation 101. The whole workplace is just dark psychology. That's all it is. And during 6-month probation periods, they will get you to become a person you don't recognise. And what I saw was people being hyper competitive, backstabbing, throwing each other under the bus, willing to do whatever it took. It was like putting people in an arena, you know, back in the Colosseum, where they are willing to do anything to any human being to get one of those 4 jobs at the end of this long, strenuous, toxic 6-month period. I do not.
عندك مشكلة ان انت توصل لجمهورك على تيك توك.
If you listen to top producers, they don't sound like everyone else. They use the same phrases.
Listen, what if your brain cannot relax? Because of one reason. Because your pelvis, located below the stomach, is still protecting you. Now, the pelvis, is the ball at the base of your spine, at the end, on the bottom of your spine, between your lower belly, hips and legs, It holds the organs, connects the upper body.
قاعد في البيت لوحدك.
There's no fucking passion. There's no fucking motivation. There's no, oh my God, man, no. It's every day of your life just doing. No passion. No discipline, no motivation. All these words, I hate that so many people fucking use these words now because it's watered. It's someone sitting in the room by themselves and they figure themselves out and say, God, this is gonna fucking suck. Where's passion when you're 300 pounds? Where's the motivation when you can't read and write? Where is it? So how did this happen? I just fucking did. I just did. I said, maybe at the end of this journey, there'll be something there for me. If not, I can read. If not, I'm 185 fucking pounds. There's no magic potion. There's no, let me wake up and look at some shit. No. All those words are overused. They're bullshit. It's all bullshit. Just do. You're living. How do you want to live? How do you want to die? How do you want to fucking be remembered? That's it. That's it. Period. Discipline. Wake up early. Take a cold shower. Fuck this. Fuck that. Whatever. It's all fucking bullshit. It's not. But what they don't teach you within the cookie cutter is like our minds are like a fucking garage. And the garage, if you open a garage and it's all cluttered up, it's all fucked up, you can't put your car in there. You got fucking boats and you got fucking kids' toys and shit everywhere. But if you organize that fucking garage and you put everything in its rightful spot, you can pull that car in there. You can put 2 cars in there. You can put bikes in there. And that's like with the mind. People talk about discipline and fucking determination and fucking, repetitions and all this shit. Consistency. Why people fall off the wagon so often is because their mind is full of shit. There's no room in that mind for discipline. There's no room for consistency. They may do it once or twice, but then the mind takes over and that cluttered fucking garage comes in, and then it's like a circuit breaker, man. The circuit breaker just overloads and fucking sparks. And our minds, that's our mind, man. It's like a fucking circuit breaker that has so much shit in it, you keep on loading it, you can't put any more into it. So I talk about it in there, man, so much about clearing space in your fucking mind so that you have room for all those discipline. Waking up early, taking those, because they do need something. But we don't get to that fucking dark matter that is keeping you from clearing out that mental garage. You can't put anything in it. Once your brain is crowded, discipline is great. Motivation is great. But if you can't fit shit in your brain because it's all fucking cluttered with shit, there's no discipline. You may have it sometimes when it fits in that crowded garage of your mind, but you don't have the consistency that you need to have with that discipline.
So what are you talking about here? Are you saying doing self-work and reflecting on you as an individual? Are you doing therapy?
I call it mental zones. I don't get into it much because it would be here all day. But basically, is you're organizing your mind so you can put that discipline. So a lot of people talk about discipline. Okay, great. Why do you fall off the fucking wagon? Why can't I continue with this routine? Going to the gym, being better, waking up early, eating the right foods. It's because maybe it's your kids, maybe it's your wife, maybe it's your job, and it's all just stuffed in your fucking brain. you don't have it compartmentalized and organized in these nice shelves. Like you look in the garage, it's all fucking a nice organized militant garage. Hey, where are my dumbbells? Right there. A lot of people whose brain, hey, where's my dumbbells? Let me look. They're fucking throwing shit, they're looking through totes, they're all fucked up. So where am I gonna put discipline in that mind if I can't find other shit? You gotta be able to find all these different things in your mind. Oh, I can put discipline right there. I can put consistency right there. I can put all these things right there in that spot. So that's what I'm talking about. If your life is not organized, and your life being everything around you, because it takes one little fucked up piece of outside interference to clutter your whole mind.
Because it's on such a knife edge.
That's right. And people don't get that. Your mind has to always be clear. That's why I meditate 2 hours every single night. Because I refresh, I reorganize the garage, which is my mind, every night. So then discipline's in there, organization, everything is in its right spot. There's no fucking
السلام عليكم.
لكن 10 minutes.
يعني انت متخيل اللي انت النهارده انا لو مدير في فندق، مدير في شركه، هيدخل لي عيل سرسجي هشغله؟ على فكره ممكن يكون الولد ده فعلا مجتهد وفعلا ابن حلال، بس هو غصب عنه لقط الفاظ معينه، لابس لبس بشكل معين، وانا مش انسان. احنا كبشر مفيش صعب ان انسان يبقى 100% محايد، عندنا تحيزات. انا اللي شفت في فيلم جعفر النميري ولا الديزل ولا الالماني ولا ولاد رزق اللي بيتكلم بالطريقه دي واللي شكل لبسه بالمنظر ده واللي ده مجرم. لا احنا هنا مكان نظيف، مكان محترم. لان انا اللي اعرفه اللي اي حد بينزل من توك توك ولابس مش عارف ايه وبيتكلم بطريقه معينه خلصانه مش عارف ايه.
You know the value you want to place on yourself. You're just afraid.
When I fail, I can't spend much time in that fail zone. I have to be able to get up and get after the next day just as fast. Because my goals were to be a Navy SEAL. I don't have time to stay here and feel bad for myself for weeks and months and years, because I'll lose that time. So the big thing is know that if you have big goals and big dreams, along the way failure is going to happen. So how fast do you get up from that? And you got to teach yourself that. And what that means is you may have failed miserably yesterday, but you come to work like, people like, man, you just lost everything. How the hell are you this fucking damn motivated? Because this is what it takes. So it's perform without purpose. You have to learn how to get up and do shit when you ain't got no fucking 5K, no 10K, nothing. Nothing exists. Your life fucking sucks. You're in the fucking dungeon. But guess what, motherfucker? I'm still going to get it. Because when that time comes, because the time is going to come, when that purpose is there, you'll be ready. When I fail, I can't spend much time in that fail zone. I have to be able to get up and get after the next day just as fast. Because my goals were to be a Navy SEAL. I don't have time to stay here and feel bad for myself for weeks and months and years, because I'll lose that time. So the big thing is know that if you have big goals and big dreams, along the way failure is going to happen. So how fast do you get up from that? And you got to teach yourself that. And what that means is you may have failed miserably yesterday, but you come to work like, people like, man, you just lost everything. How the hell are you this fucking damn motivated? Because this is what it takes. So it's perform without purpose. You have to learn how to get up and do shit when you ain't got no fucking 5K, no 10K, nothing. Nothing exists. Your life fucking sucks. You're in the fucking dungeon. But guess what, motherfucker? I'm still going to get it. Because when that time comes, because the time is going to come, when that purpose is there, you'll be ready. When I fail,
this was one of the most surreal moments I've ever had in the ocean. But when I...
If you think... And التستوستيرون ده هرمون.
اسمع بقى من واحد في سن والدك هيقول لك ايه. الهيكله بتاعت مجتمعاتنا والعالم اللي احنا فيه هتخسر كتير لو قدامك تبقى جامعي وما بقتش. الموضوع ليه ابعاد كتير جدا. ابسطها انت لو دخلت الجيش وانت ثانويه عامه او شهاده متوسطه هتقعد مده اطول.
New experiences, depths no one has ever reached. Searching for a version of yourself you've never met before. They all teach you one truth, just one. That you should never be ordinary or a black by a saf.
لما تحب تخلي ست تبعد عنك.
How to get him to like you. Get ready to enter manipulation class 101, but if you don't want to get what you want from men, go ahead and spoil that. You are not ever going to convince a man to like you by working against him and the person that he is.
واحد كان دائما يقول ما راح اصير ثري ولا في الاحلام اصير مليونير، والثاني حتى قبل لا يصير ثري كان دائما يقول انا ثري والاثرياء لا يفعلون هذا. هو شايف انه ثري او على الاقل في الطريق نحو الثراء.
What happened to him? Something changed that day inside of him. Something snapped. He died that day, and something else was born. He thrived. He walked through the fire, let it burn away his weakness, and came back stronger.
But he lost everything. His name, his place, his people.
And that's exactly why he's unstoppable. He has nothing left to lose. No chains, no limits, no mercy.
So they fear him now?
They always did.
What happened to him?
He had nobody anyway, motherfucker. Look around you. There was no fucking team. It was you. There was no weight loss program or mom and dad waking you up saying you can do it, you can be better, trying to build belief. You built belief when you had nothing. Rock bottom. I want, man, I've trained 99% of my life alone. No one pat me on the back. I did all of the work alone. It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend, because most people are weak. Most people don't want to go to that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. It's miserable. It's lonely. The feeling I get is something I can't even explain by myself. I don't need anyone. That's why people come to me to motivate them. No one can motivate me. I have a resume full of fucking motivation. That whenever I'm down, I'm like, oh, hang on, motherfucker. Oh, you know, he had nobody. Anyway, motherfucker.
Welcome to the pain zone. It's where we live.
Pain is there to ask you one simple question. Do you really want to achieve your goals? Or are you just a talker?
Please give that pain. If you feel the pain, then feel it. The more you actually move with the pain, that's where success is.
If you're willing to suffer, and I mean suffer, your brain and your body, once connected together, can do anything. And this 30 miles was the life-changing moment. I was out of it. I was in the worst pain in my entire life. I was, to me, on the brink of death.
You have to be crazy enough to think that it's possible. That's how you fucking do something worthwhile. That's how you beat the fucking odds. You have to believe it's possible. Okay? And when you believe something is possible, everything else will figure itself out.
Welcome to the pain zone.
Why do men grow through pain? Why do we often find our purpose when we are alone in the deep and dark abyss? It's because men are supposed to suffer to build their character. Men are supposed to endure pain to strengthen themselves. Men are supposed to carry the world on their shoulders, even if their legs may break. We as men must suffer so that others around us don't. We cannot be a burden for nobody. As a man, you must march into the unknown, not knowing if you'll make it to the other side alive. You must show the way when there seems to be none. You must fight for those that depend on you, those who are weaker than you. It is your duty as a man to create light where there's nothing but darkness. So next time you're drowning in self-pity, asking yourself, why me? The answer is, because you're a man. Why do men grow through pain?
So all my content comes from just the dark demon shit. And like I said, man, I'm a 300-pound born loser. That's the truth. To make this month, you know how much evil and passion and hate. And people are, you know, oh my God, he's so, no. But you don't want to do something, man. Happy, man. Don't make me fucking do it. I have to find some dark shit. That's how I find it. I gotta go back and
Looking for Muslim parents.
I love you so much. I promise I won't leave you. You are my everything.
Look where we are now. Look what you did to us.
So stop trying to find them local and go straight to the source.
Jung said very clearly that the first step to enlightenment is the encounter with the shadow. And what he meant by that was everything horrible that human beings have done was done by human beings, and you're one of them. And so if you don't understand that, and to understand that really means to know how it was that you could have done it, and that's a shattering thing. To try to imagine that, to try to imagine yourself as someone who's engaged in medieval torture, to see how you could in fact do that. You're never the same after you learn that. But being never the same after learning that is unbelievably useful, because when you understand that that's what you're like, then you're a whole different creature. And I don't think, and this is something I did learn from Jung, is that you cannot be a good person until you know how much evil you contain within you. It is not possible. And it's partly because you just don't have any potency. Like, if you're just naive, if you're just nice, if you've never hurt anyone, you've never hurt a fly, you don't have the capability for any of that, why would anyone ever take you seriously? Jung said very clearly,
I had to stop giving a fuck about people. That was the biggest thing. I had to stop caring what people thought about me. I realized that everybody's fucked up. That's the one thing I realized. I walked around and I put these people on a fucking pedestal. Everybody was better than me. So I can't tell you anything about me because you're gonna judge me and I'm gonna feel even worse than what I am. What I realized, once I calmed my mind down and sat back and looked at how jacked up this world is, once you realize that you are not alone, everybody that's talking to you about how jacked up you are, only thing they've done better than you is they've hidden their fucked up world better than you have. That's all they've done. So once I realized that, if you want to sit back and, like for instance, there's all these things that are on TV and we have all these news people judging people who fuck up in life. And yeah, they made big mistakes. But that person who is judging you on TV, I guarantee you that news person is saying, I'm glad that my shit didn't come out, but I'm gonna judge the hell out of you. I know that about people. I had to stop giving a fuck about people. That was the biggest thing. I had to stop caring what people thought about me. I realized that
What made him change like that?
get back in that mode!
Looking for Muslim parents.
Did you do it?
Yes.
What did it call?
If you want to be people like this,
I don't think success is actually you know, not struggling or not quitting or stuff like that. I define success by you continuously fighting, by always showing up every single day by whatever's in front of you and putting one step in front of the other, regardless what the outcome may be. You just continue to fight every and any obstacle in front of you. That is my definition of success. I don't think success is actually you know, not struggling or not quitting or stuff like that. I define success by you continuously fighting.
My fucking mindset is I will not lose. I will not fucking lose, man. That's how you gotta move in this world today. You will not lose, regardless of the circumstances.
Bro, you gotta fucking stop. You gotta stop with all this I can't catch a break bullshit. All the time you're complaining, you could be instead hustling. You could be instead chasing your dream. You could be instead figuring out what you're doing wrong, trying to improve certain aspects of your life, getting your shit together, reading a book, meditating, something. Fucking something. But this I can't catch a break shit is not helping anybody, and it pushes everybody away from you.
I'm a winner. I'm going to win.
I will not lose. You ought to have the same fucking mindset.
Get back to fucking work. It's time to get back to work. Stop hearing yourself talk. Get off the podcast. Don't be on social media too much. Cut out all the fucking noise. Get back to the fucking mental lab. Suffering, pain, failure, self-doubt, darkness, and then a whole bunch of light. But to get to this light, you gotta go through all of this shit. Suffering.
You can take a day off.
Wake up.
You don't need to.
Stop mindless swiping.
Dark empaths are fucking scary. Now, why is this so scary? Because a dark empath will put that time and effort and energy into love, into compassion, into relationships and connection. They will genuinely do what they can to make relationships work. But a dark empath will typically attract a narcissist. A narcissist will do their best to try and destroy the dark empath's life through coercion, manipulation, isolation, gaslighting, triangulation, all the tricks they have in the book. But they do so whilst trying to keep their image perfect because they're afraid of being seen for who they truly are. Now, a dark empath, the reason why they're much, much, much scarier than narcissists when this happens is because a dark empath does not give a fuck about image, and they are prepared to meet the narcissist on every level of malignant shit that is thrown their way. A dark empath will tear shreds off a nut.
If you're like me and you're looking to seriously date,
you already know what you want. You've known for years. You think about it in the shower, you think about it on the drive home, you think about it at 2 a.m. when you can't sleep, and the ceiling reminds you of every version of your life you haven't built yet. You know exactly what you want. You just haven't taken it. And that word, taken, is going to bother some of you. Good. It should. Because that discomfort is the entire problem. We are raised on a lie. A comfortable, democratic, well-meaning lie that sounds like this. If you work hard, good things will happen. No, they won't. Not automatically or inevitably. Not because the universe is keeping score. And I think the reason that lie sticks around is because it's useful, right? It's useful for keeping people docile. It's useful for keeping people patient. Just wait your turn. Just put your head down. Just be a good person, and eventually, the world will notice. The world does not notice. The world does not care about your potential. It doesn't care about your dreams. It doesn't care that you'd be really, really good at something if somebody just gave you the chance. Nobody's giving you the chance. I need you to actually sit with that for a second. Nobody is coming. There's no talent scout. There's no lucky break that arrives because you deserve it. That's a fictional story. And most people are living inside this fictional childlike story and wondering why their adult life feels like it's going nowhere. The world operates on force, on who takes and who waits. You know this already. You've watched it happen. You've watched people less talented than you, less intelligent than you, less capable than you, walk into rooms and take things that you were too polite to reach for, too careful, too strategic. And you told yourself, my time will come. No, it won't. Not like that. Because the gap between where you are and where you want to be is not a knowledge gap. It's not a talent gap. It's not even a resource gap. It's a violence gap. And I don't mean violence against others. I mean violence against your own comfort. against your own hesitation, against every version of yourself that has made peace with less. You don't get what you deserve, you get what you take. And the sooner you stop waiting for permission, the sooner your life actually begins. Let me describe someone you know, maybe someone you are. And if this is you, don't get defensive. Just listen. They want to build a business. They've bought the courses. They've read the books. They follow the right accounts. They have a notes app full of ideas and a bookmarks folder full of inspiration. They've got the language down. They can talk about funnels and branding and market positioning like they've been doing it for a decade. They want it badly. Yet they have done absolutely nothing that costs them anything. That's the bit. That's the test. Not, do you want it? Everybody wants it. Walk outside right now. Stop any stranger on the street. Ask them if they want to be rich, if they want to be free, if they want to wake up excited about their life. They'll say yes. Everybody says yes. Wanting is the most common thing on earth. It is the cheapest, most abundant thing that exists. The test is, what have you sacrificed for it? What have you cut? What have you burned? What did you use to enjoy that you no longer allow yourself because it sits between you and the thing? Because if the answer is nothing, if your life looks exactly the same as it did 6 months ago, then you don't want it. You like the idea of it, and those are very, very different things. Wanting is not a strategy. You don't get what you want by wanting it. You get it by becoming the kind of person who refuses to exist without it. And that's a total restructuring, a demolition of what was for what is. You need to be looking at how you spend your hours, who you spend them with, what you tolerate, what you consume, what you let slide and tearing it apart, all of it, and rebuilding it around one thing. Now here's where I lose people, and I'm fine with that, because when I say sacrifice everything that doesn't serve it, most people hear extremism. They hear toxicity. They hear some lunatic telling them to abandon their family and sleep on an office floor. And no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is simpler and honestly harder. Look at your day, your actual day. The screen time, the scrolling that starts as 5 minutes and ends as an hour and a half of watching other people live the life you want. Now ask yourself, how much of that day belongs to the thing you say you want? An hour? 30 minutes? Nothing. Because whatever time you're not giving to it, you're giving to something else. And that something else is the sacrifice. You're already sacrificing every single day. You're just sacrificing the wrong thing. You're sacrificing your future for your comfort. You're sacrificing the life you want for the life that requires nothing from you. And I think that's the part that really hurts people. Because it's not that you're not sacrificing. You're sacrificing the thing that matters most. And you're doing so passively, you don't even realize you're doing it. The equation doesn't change. Something always gets cut. The only question is whether you're choosing what gets cut or letting the default choose for you. And most people let the default win every single day of their life and then wonder why nothing changes. So what does it actually look like to restructure everything around a singular obsession? And I want to be honest with you here because I think there's this mythology around ambition that makes it look cinematic. Like you'll feel inspired every morning and the grind will have this noble, beautiful energy to it. It doesn't. It looks boring. I need you to know that. It looks repetitive and unglamorous and deeply lonely at times. You're working while the world is still asleep, and nobody knows, and nobody cares, and nobody's clapping. It's someone asking, what do you do for fun? And realizing the answer is the work, and watching their face when you say that, and knowing they think something's wrong with you. Same hours and same days, same relentless grinding repetition, day after day after day, until the gap between who you are and who you need to be starts to close. And it does close. Slowly. Painfully slowly. But it eventually closes. And people will watch you do this and call you obsessed. They'll call you antisocial. They'll say you've changed. And they'll say it like an accusation. Like changing is a betrayal. You have changed. That's the point. You were supposed to change. The old version of you was compatible with the old life. I think people get stuck here because they want the new results with the old identity. They want the new life, but they want to be the same person inside it. And it doesn't work like that. It has never worked like that. The new life requires a new person. So you cannot drag yesterday's identity into tomorrow's ambition. and expect it to fit. It'll tear at the seams, and you'll end up right back where you started, wondering what went wrong. When what went wrong is that you changed everything except yourself. So let me leave you with this. Nothing is out of reach. I didn't say nothing is difficult. I didn't say nothing requires suffering. I said nothing is out of reach, because out of reach implies a ceiling, a wall you cannot climb no matter how hard you try. And that is almost never true. What's true is that the climb is longer, steeper, and more painful than you expected. What's true is that most people stop climbing, not because they've hit a wall, but because they got tired and decided the view from a couple of steps up was good enough. It wasn't good enough. You know that. You've been standing at this point for months, maybe years, telling yourself the altitude is fine, telling yourself this is close enough, and some part of you knows it isn't. Whatever you want, and the business, the body, the freedom, the family, the life that makes you feel something when you wake up. It exists. It's real. It's waiting, but it's not going to come to you. You're going to have to go and take it. With force. With focus. With the kind of terrifying singular commitment that most people will never understand. But that's fine, because it was never meant for most people.